Have you ever wondered why some people keep winning even when they aren't the strongest, the richest, or the most talented? Look at the fox. The fox isn't the king of the forest. It doesn't possess the lion's strength or the eagle's wings. Yet it survives where others fail. It finds opportunities where others see obstacles. It escapes dangers that would destroy stronger animals. But because the fox understands a secret that many humans never learn. Success is not about being the strongest. Success is about thinking differently. Today, you're going to discover the fox mentality, a mindset that can transform the way you approach life, success, failure, and every challenge that stands in your way. Watch until the end because the final lesson may completely change how you make decisions for the rest of your life. Imagine you're walking through a forest. Every animal depends on power to survive. The lion roars to show dominance. Wolves hunt in packs. Bears rely on raw strength. But the fox? The fox survives with intelligence. It watches before it moves. It studies before it acts. It never wastes energy trying to prove how powerful it is. That is the first lesson. Stop trying to impress everyone. Many people spend their lives trying to prove themselves. They argue with critics. They chase approval. They compare themselves with everyone around them. The fox does none of that. It doesn't care who is watching. It cares about one thing, getting closer to its goal. Imagine how much your life would change if you stopped seeking validation and started seeking progress. Every minute spent trying to impress others is a minute stolen from building your dreams. Silent progress always defeats loud promises. The fox understands that. Do you? Now think about failure. Most people fear failure so much that they never begin. They wait for the perfect opportunity. They wait until they feel confident. They wait until everything is certain. Years pass. Nothing changes. The fox doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It adapts. If one path is blocked, it finds another. If food disappears from one area, it searches somewhere else. It never wastes time complaining. It searches for solutions. Life works the same way. When one opportunity disappears, another is waiting. But you'll only find it if you're willing to keep moving. Successful people don't ask, "Why did this happen to me?" They ask, "What can I learn from this?" That simple question changes everything. Every failure contains information. Every mistake teaches a lesson. Every setback prepares you for a greater comeback. The fox survives because it learns faster than others. You can too. Now let's talk about patience. We live in a world obsessed with instant results. People want success overnight, money overnight, recognition overnight. But nature doesn't work that way. Neither does greatness. The fox waits for the perfect moment. It doesn't rush. It doesn't panic. It doesn't chase everything it sees. It understands that timing is just as important as effort. Imagine planting a tree. Would you dig it up every day to check whether it's growing? Of course not. You water it. You protect it. You trust the process. Success works exactly the same way. Every workout builds your body. Every book builds your mind. Every skill you practice builds your future. The results may be invisible today, but one day they'll become impossible to ignore. That's the power of consistency. Another lesson from the fox is emotional control. When danger appears, the fox doesn't panic. Panic leads to mistakes. Calm creates solutions. Think about the biggest mistakes you've ever made. Chances are they happened when emotions controlled your decisions. Anger, fear, frustration, impatience. The fox teaches us something extraordinary. Control your emotions before they control your future. When everyone else reacts emotionally, respond logically. When everyone else complains, search for solutions. When everyone else gives up, keep moving. This is how ordinary people become extraordinary. One of the greatest strengths of the fox is that it never underestimates its environment. It pays attention. It notices details others ignore. In life, opportunities rarely arrive with loud announcements. Sometimes they're hidden inside problems. Sometimes they're disguised as failures. Sometimes they're waiting behind one more attempt. The people who succeed are usually the people who notice what everyone else overlooks. Train your mind to observe. Listen more than you speak. Think more than you react. Learn more than you complain. That habit alone can change your entire future. There's another reason the fox survives. It doesn't fight every battle. This is where many people lose. They argue online. They defend themselves against every criticism. They waste energy trying to win meaningless conflicts. Meanwhile, their real goals are forgotten. The fox knows something important. Not every battle deserves your attention. Sometimes walking away is the smartest victory. Protect your peace. Protect your focus. Protect your energy. Your future depends on where you invest your attention. Remember this. Energy flows where attention goes. If your attention stays on negativity, your life fills with negativity. If your attention stays on growth, your future becomes growth. Now think about confidence. Many people believe confidence comes first. They're wrong. Confidence comes after action. The fox wasn't born knowing how to survive. He learned. One experience at a time. One mistake at a time. One victory at a time. Your confidence grows exactly the same way. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start. Every action builds experience. Experience builds confidence. Confidence builds success. And success builds a life that once seemed impossible. Finally, the fox teaches us the greatest lesson of all. Success doesn't belong to the loudest person. It doesn't belong to the strongest person. It belongs to the person who refuses to stop learning. The world changes every day. Technology changes. Opportunities change. Markets change. Life changes. The people who survive are the people who adapt. Become impossible to defeat because you're impossible to stop learning. Read every day. Improve every day. Question your assumptions. Develop new skills. Stay curious. Because the moment you believe you know everything, you stop growing. And the moment you stop growing, you start falling behind. The fox never believes it has learned enough. Neither should you. So as you leave this video today, ask yourself one question. Are you living with the mentality of fear or the mentality of the fox? Will you keep reacting to life? Or will you start planning your next move? Will you keep waiting for perfect conditions? Or will you adapt and move forward anyway? The choice is yours. Remember this every morning. Be smarter than your excuses. Be calmer than your fears. Be more patient than your competition. Be more adaptable than your circumstances. Move with purpose. Think before you act. Learn from every failure. Stay silent while you build. And let your success speak louder than your words. Because in the end, the strongest doesn't always win. The fastest doesn't always win. The loudest rarely wins. The one who thinks differently. The one who adapts. The one who never stops learning. Always finds a way. That is the fox mentality. Adopt it. Live it. And watch your life change forever. If this message inspired you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Remember, a fox never waits for opportunity. It creates one.